Hi Last Cloudians, this is Zez here and welcome to another Last Cloudia video. Today we'll be talking about Sea Rover Maddine, and if you are looking to understand her a little bit more, this is the video that you want to be watching. Now before I go on, if you have found the content useful and enjoyed the video, do like and subscribe to my channel for more Last Cloudia content. Let's go! Starting off with her auto attacks, she needs to go into melee range. It has no element and it's 2 hits. Now she also hits around her. One thing to take note is her auto attack and skills are all based off STR, so int does not affect anything at all. Now moving on to skills, all of them are also ice element. S1, 11 SCT, 7 hits. She has to be on the same line as the enemy in a melee range to hit the enemies. Nothing much to add on for that. Now S2, 25 SCT. Now this one is a little bit unique because when I'm looking at the hits, it's not really consistent. I would say it's 6 to 9 hits. Now the good thing about this skill is it can hit anywhere on the map. So it's faster than S1 of Kyle, S-Kyle. That lingers, and it also lingers for a while on the target and provides a longer CC duration. And this is my favorite skill of her kit. Now moving on, S3, 32 SCT, 12 hits. Now because she has to be on the same line with the enemy, I will call it a half a gap closer. But she can dash the whole length of the map, so that sort of makes up a little bit for that. Now as you can see, all of her skills, kind of have a quick animation. But overall, it's pretty costly in terms of SCTs. Now for her ultimate, it has a 100% chance to inflict a -20 ice resist down for 40 seconds. Now the damage cap is only 9999. Gunbreaker passive does not work here, but the paid weapon does add 1k to this. Now trait 1, physical attacks have a chance to trigger Lockon. Now this Lockon lasts 20 seconds. This chance for every auto attack hit is approximately 2.6%. And for skills, it's approximately 0.5%. And both of these are per hit. You probably want to dual wield her. I can see that, if you want to increase the chance to lock on, dual wielding is probably needed. And using the number of hits that she does with her skills, and maybe not so much of auto attacks as it's only 2 hits and dual wielding of 4 hits. So it's probably more towards using skills and hopefully being able to trigger off lock on. That will also mean that you probably need more stocks of her skill, which hopefully quick reload can help to make it more consistent in some sense. Now amount of HP healed upon killing an enemy with lock-on is based on that unit's max HP and MP, which is 30% and 5% respectively. This is nothing too impressive, but it does add some sustainability to your team. In some situations it can be pretty clutch. Now for trait 2, as suspected, the battle start buffs last only 40 seconds. Now, this does not stack with Brave or Fast crits. Do take note of that. This can potentially save a small amount of SC for your team. However, in long fights, this will not be that useful. Quick reload. Approximately 20% to get back 50% of the SCT of a skill after casting it. I mean, it's not too bad. It's like every 5 skills you use, you get half back. You can get from a range of half of 11 SCT to 32 SCT for the skills, which is okay, pretty decent. Gunbreakers does not add to ultimate damage, means no additional damage boost or cap. Indomitable Spirit. Now this is a 50% HP recovery, 30% skill damage. Now this buff for her only lasts for 40 seconds. Now she can be really bursty when this actually procs. But this is only going to happen if you are like facing very difficult stages PvE wise versus bosses, and this only is available once a wave. But if you can couple this with Life Brave, keeping her at low HP, that's a lot of damage buff over there. In Arena, I can potentially see her being very bursty when this 2 actually procs, and she'll probably be able to take down opponents at a very fast rate, which is something that the meta actually is looking for in some sense. So do let me know if you guys try her out and she's able to perform that for you guys. Revenge Heart. Her heal to the whole team when she dies is based off her MND, and the defense and MND buff also lasts for 40 seconds. Now this does not stack with other similar buffs. I can see this being useful in certain situations whereby bosses, one hits or one shots her, and then she's able to keep the rest of the team alive, with the heal and also of course the buffs, the defensive buffs. So that's also one thing for PvE wise. Now for Arena, this is something that I always wanted to try when I saw her, is that, is she able to heal your teammates and give the buff, even when she has decoy and, skills like that when she dies, but she doesn't die. So, if that actually happens, she could be used as a supportive character in some sense to trigger Lockon, and at the same time, keeping your team alive, even though when she dies, and then she's gonna heal, and then she's gonna come back, and then when she dies again, she's gonna heal again. So just a fun mechanic probably that would be useful. Now do let me know if you guys managed to try that out, right? Water Bullet. You have to equip a machine for this ability to activate. For every 1 hit of the skill, it has about a 10% chance to proc 100% damage extra hit, and a 5% chance to trigger a movement speed down debuff lasting 40 seconds. This is a decent additional damage to a kit, and the 5% chance of movement speed down debuff, I think is useful in some sense. Arena wise is definitely useful because the movement speed I feel that is pretty important in Arena. So if you are able to proc this on an enemy, and the enemy is just trying to run to cast a skill, it's gonna buy you a lot of time to smash that unit down. So I would say that this movement speed down thing is pretty decent. For total damage cap is 16,499 at battle start, with ultimate only at 9999. Her paid weapon, however, will bump both numbers up by 1,000. Total damage boost, when I've done some calculations, given a normal situation, she has a 75% to 105% damage boost. However, if the opponent is in mid-air, it will increase to 125% to 155%. Now this is based off normal situation. However, I'm not added things like Life Brave, Indomitable Spirit, Tethered Sea Chart, Lockon, etc. Now those would add additional damage for her. So all in all, a summary for her, she does buff her team, and mostly is at battle start and having lock on during battle, and even dying she does something. However, a lot of these buffs only last for a period of time. So I feel that for her personally, she shines during the battle when she's at low HP. But this is gonna be, difficult and inconsistent to replicate along the way. She does look like a solid unit for PvE, fast clearing, and making your team stronger. However, in long fights, I feel that she would fall off a little bit because a lot of her buffs only last for a duration of time. Now for Arena, I feel that she would have potential to be a damage dealer or a support unit. However, I would lean towards trying her out as a DPS and possibly being able to finish the fight quickly. So do let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about SR Maddine? And for those of you who managed to get her, congratulations. Let me know what are the results of you using her. Now if you've enjoyed the content, consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel for more Last Cloudia content. Alright, this is Xez here and I'm signing out.